for us this morning. Good morning, Katie. What more do we know about?
Of course, it's a week since so-called Freedom Day, and yet many of us are feeling more locked down than ever, with hundreds of thousands being pinged by that app and forced into isolation. So the government's expected to announce an extra 200 testing sites like this one in Birmingham, where cases are continuing in this area to go up, and that will allow people who are classed as key or essential workers to come and get tested instead of having to go into isolation. But of course, that concept of essential worker causes a lot of arguments, doesn't it? There are already 24 sectors which are on this list, including frontline services, vets, food production. But today, more sectors will be announced, including, it's thought, refuse workers, but not those who work in supermarkets, who say they can't bring food to the masses unless they're exempt. And of course, there's hospitality workers who say they're pretty much living out the fluff in their pockets now. So there will be questions today about who's on that list, and many are saying we should just bring forward the date by which anybody can just get tested and get on with it. Well, of course, Charlotte, it was Freedom Day just a week ago, and the irony is there was hundreds of thousands of people being told to lock down. So the government's pledging to make 200 more testing centres like this one in Birmingham, where cases are actually continuing to rise here. And the idea would be that people who are classed as key or essential workers won't have to isolate because they can just come and get tested instead. But of course, that term, key or essential, always causes arguments, doesn't it? So today, new sectors are expected to be added to that list, including transport workers and refuse collectors, but not hospitality workers or those who work in supermarkets, who say they're the ones that are bringing food to the masses. And it's really increasing those calls from a lot of people saying, why can't we just have everyone come and get tested and get on with it? An extra 200 testing centres are expected to be announced today, like this one in Birmingham, where cases are actually still rising. It'll mean key workers can get tested rather than isolating, but of course that term key really does cause controversy, doesn't it? So those in the food supply chain already exempt, but those working in supermarkets set to miss out. Refuse collectors expected to be added to the list, but hospitality, despite saying their livelihoods are heading into the bin, will also miss out. Many are saying, why can't we all just get tested and get on with it?